Hi, welcome to Global Strong. My name is Adam Shashkovsky. I am the president of Global Strong. Really happy that you're here with us today. Today, I want to talk about principle number 3 in our wealth building program. And this one's a little hard for me to swallow because this one isn't so easy for me to actually go through. So, just going to say it and then we're going to talk about it a little bit. First, live within your means. Always, no exceptions, period. Follow a good budget. And if you are in a relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're married, give each spouse a small allowance so you have little discretionary money each month. Don't nitpick at each other on the little things. So this one's a little tough for me. And I'm just curious on, how do you feel about this statement? Do you enjoy living within your means? Always and no exceptions, period. I know that I don't. I'm a very like I impulse buy, and so for this principle was very tough for me. Not choosing to impulse and to hold on and to wait and to really make sure this is the thing that I actually needed or the thing that I actually wanted. So this one was a little tough for me to live within your means. So I do have a question is, what would it take for you to live within your means or above your means? So what would it take? That's something that you would like. If you want to live above your means, what needs to have happened? What needs to shift? What's the thing that needs that you're going to have to do in order to get the thing that you want? And that's so tough. This is such a tough one. Do you just look at your current status on the way things are? Or do you start applying some of the other principles that we talked about last week and the week before, where money is a gift, has a specific use. It's not what you make, but what you keep that determines your final financial success. So, what are the things? How does this one really fit in for you? That's really the question. It's not it's not straightforward. There are so many different parts with this one to live within your means. And are you willing to sacrifice a little bit in order to get farther ahead? What are you willing to change in order to get farther ahead? Do you have a clear path on how you're going to do it? Is it written down? Is it on a budget, whether it's an Excel spreadsheet, or is it written down on a piece of paper or napkins on exactly how you're going to go and execute the thing that you want? So I just wanted to pose that question, and and maybe write this question down. What would it take for me to live within my means? Or if that's not good enough, what am I willing to change in order to get the things that are above my means right now in order to have the things that I want? Let that sink in just for a moment. Are you the type of person that can follow good budgets? Following budgets, I think for creative people, healers, those types of people can be a challenge. I know it was for me. I struggle with this one still too. I'm much better now, and I do budgets. I've been laxed on it in the last little bit since I moved to Costa Rica, but I have been doing budgets, and it's important for creative people because the more that creative people, healers, intuitives, all these types of people, the more that they can get themselves on a budget and then put things on autopilot so they don't even have to think about it. It's just happening behind the scenes so they can stay really focused in on their mission, their reason that they're here, the thing that they want to have happen more than anything, the people that they get to help when they have their finances in check. That's the thing that will really do it. And by creating the budget, hopefully once, and almost like a set it and forget it because everything is working the way that you want, then it really allows you to open things up. What would your life look like if you lived within your means? So I think this is a really good question, is where are you right now? Are you sad or not fulfilled with the stuff that you have right now? Are you, because you are maybe living within your means and it's not good enough for you? Is this a sore spot when you talk about it to other people, or something that you kind of maybe shy away from a little bit? If someone says, hey, how are you doing with things? How's life? And you just kind of say, yeah, life is good. But deep down inside, it's hitting you in that sore spot that life isn't good where you are financially. Maybe everything else is good, but can you honestly look in the mirror right now and say, my life financially is outstanding? It wasn't for me, and it's still not for me. I'm still working on this. There's still a lot of healing that I have to do, still a lot of energy work that I have to do around it. So how does that feel for you if you were to be living within your means? Is this something that you're proud of, or something that you want to have changed? How fast do you want this to change? They're all important questions to ask yourself. These are questions I had to ask myself. Are you willing to take 2 steps back in order to start moving forward? It wasn't easy for me to make those transitions that I did, moving from Canada to Costa Rica, giving up everything, and in order for me to carve the path for the new way. Are you willing to do that? I'm not saying to move away from where you are, but are you willing to take a step back in order to take a step forward? Do you find yourself trying to maybe keep up with the Joneses? I mean, we've all heard that statement before, and, so-and-so Jones, Bob Jones, goes out and buys, a new car like every 6 months. Are you jealous of that? Do you enjoy things like that? How do you feel about that when you see, people that you associate with, and if their last name is Jones, how are you okay with all of that stuff? Do you think that is something that you want to do? Are you trying to obtain all those 3D stuff when you're really on a 5D path? For me, that this was the hardest pill for me to swallow, is that there was some 3D stuff that I was after. And when I was able to let that go, because I'm on the 5D realm and I'm experiencing 5D on a regular basis, me trying to grab that 3D stuff, that dense stuff, it just didn't work for me anymore. And that's when I was able to let go. And that's when I was able to, get out of debt and have money in the bank and still own a house. Still, I'm in the process of getting a new car, and I can pay cash for it. For me anyways, there's not a better feeling when I went through that and I was able to pay cash for stuff. And so just remember that when you're after that 3D stuff, are you really living your mission? Or is it just a distraction to take you off your mission? I think this one is so important for these energy healers, these intuitives, these creative people that are here and that can help the world. But the thing that's holding them back is your distraction to the 3D stuff. The distraction of, I've got to worry about money. I've got to figure out how this is going to pay the bills. And I get it. I mean, it's real. And if you don't pay the bills, I mean, you're out on the street, and, that could be a real struggle for you. So just, get yourself into a budget, look at the amount of money coming in, the amount of money going out, and then take 10% and start investing, whether it's gold or silver, which I highly recommend to start doing. And if you want some good programs that are cheap to start investing in gold and silver, just reach out in the comments and I'll definitely get back to you. If you want to start investing in crypto, which has the highest rate of return on your investment, let me know. I mean, that's where I'm really specializing in. And I really feel that cryptocurrency was made for 5D people. And if you're not there yet, I've helped so many 5D people get started in crypto. I think that is the money for 5D people. And if you're in that and you're not investing in crypto because you're not sure, you don't even know where to get started, I can tell you that I've been through it all and I've seen it all. And I know where to get started, how to get started, and for you to keep your money safe and have it keep growing. So if you want some advice, you want some direction, or you want more information, just feel free to reach out and I'll send you some information. Do you find that living within your means holds you back from your mission? If it does, then you need to change. You need to change that outcome that is going on right now. The amount of money coming in, if it's holding you back or you feel like it's holding you back, you need to change. And so I always remember this statement is, whatever a man thinks, and we shouldn't use man, but whatever a person thinks, their current thought patterns are the things that brought them to this point. So change your thinking to change your results. What kind of thinking are you going to change? Are you going to shift? Are you going to do? It's a tough question. It's not easy. I've done it twice now where I've shifted things, and immediately when I shifted, the first time I did it, I tripled my income. I went from 25,000 a year to 75,000. I changed it again, and I went from $450,000 in debt to money in my bank account after buying a house, after buying a car. I still have money in the bank account. So what are you willing to do? Are you willing to look in the mirror and saying, I need help? Because if you are, like I was, join the wealth building program. It's $350 for the month for 2 months. It's an 8-week course. It'll get you all the information you need to start moving fast and to put things on autopilot so you get the results that you're looking for financially, so that you can take your financial gains and apply them to your mission on this earth. Whether you like it or not, or know it or not, or if this is speaking to you, this message, the 3D world is disappearing. And the faster you let go of that and embrace that you are in a 5D world, the more you're going to succeed, the more success you're going to have, and financial success. Whether we like it or not, or agree with it or not, the money system is here. It does serve a purpose. And if you are really resonating with this, I think you know what I'm talking about. I hope this was helpful. I hope I gave you some inspiration. I will be back next week to give principle number 4. And it's exciting. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's 47 principles to go. Sounds like a lot, but if you start doing just a little bit of these things and following this and putting it into place, there's no question in my mind you will start to be financially successful. You will start to finally get ahead where you feel you've always been struggling. And that struggle is real. I get it. I know exactly where you are with things because I was once there. Hope this helped. Hopefully I see you soon, or comment and just ask me many questions about how I did and what I did. And if you want to get started with our 8-week program, let us know. We'll put a link in the comments down below and you can get started. Seats are filling up now for October. Mid-October is when we're starting. So just get your seat now because there's only going to be 100 seats available. And then that will be it. All right. Have a good day, and we'll see everyone soon. Bye for now.